Welcome to Daily News Podcast, the voice of Mangalore today. Here, we dissect the news, uncover the stories, and bring to light the issues that matter most to you. Join us as we navigate through today's pressing news.
In a recent development, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah revealed that he has also received threat calls and has urged the police to take swift action against the perpetrators. He expressed concern over the recent murder of rowdy sheeter Suhas Shetty in Mangaluru and has directed the police to expedite the investigation to bring the culprits to justice. The CM emphasized the need to determine whether the murder was pre-planned and cautioned against politicizing such incidents. Additionally, Siddaramaiah criticized the BJP over the Pahalgam terror attack, questioning the security measures in place and highlighting the absence of security personnel during the tragic event. Stay tuned to Mangalore today for further updates on these unfolding stories.
In a recent development, Dakshina Kannada MP Capt. Brijesh Chowta has urged Union Home Minister Amit Shah to transfer the investigation of Suhas Shetty's murder to the National Investigation Agency, NIA. The brutal and cold-blooded murder of Shetty in Bajpayee has sent shockwaves across coastal Karnataka. MP Chowta highlighted concerns over the rising lawlessness and targeted killings by radical groups in the region, citing similarities with the 2022 killing of Praveen Netaru by members of the banned Popular Front of India, PFI. He emphasized the need for a thorough NIA investigation to uncover any potential connections to these groups. Expressing solidarity with Shetty's family and the community, Chowta called for swift action against not only the perpetrators but also those aiding the crime. He reiterated his faith in the union government's leadership and urged for decisive steps to uphold the rule of law and curb the influence of such extremist elements.
In an alarming incident in Kuntikana, Mangaluru, a fish vendor named Lukman from Ulal was the target of a vicious attack on Friday morning. While waiting to deliver fish to a customer, Lukman was ambushed by a group who battered him with stones in a suspected murder attempt. The assault took place around 6:30 a.m. as the perpetrators arrived in a black Innova car and launched their brutal attack. Despite trying to escape, Lukman was overpowered and pelted with stones in a bid to end his life. Fortunately, a brave Hindu woman's intervention thwarted the assault, allowing Lukman to flee from the assailants.
An auto-rickshaw driver in Udupi, Abubakar, narrowly escaped an attempted murder when two assailants on a motorcycle targeted him near the Athradi gas petrol bunk. The suspects, identified as Sandesh and Sushant, allegedly attacked Abubakar with a sword-like weapon and a bottle, threatening his life. Thankfully, Abubakar managed to flee unhurt and the accused have been arrested. Superintendent of Police Dr. R.N.K. disclosed a possible connection between this incident and a recent murder case in Mangaluru. A case has been lodged at the Hiryadka police station as the investigation continues.
The Karnataka School Examination and Assessment Board, KSAB, has declared the SSLC exam results with Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts leading the charts with pass percentages of 91.12% and 89.96% respectively. However, Kalaburagi district faced a setback, ranking lowest in the state. Swasthi Kamath from Nanasuda English Medium School in Ganitha Nagar, Karkala, Udupi district, secured a perfect score of 625 out of 625 marks, making her one of the 22 students in the state to achieve this feat and earn the top state ranks. The overall pass percentage this year has seen a significant increase to 66.14%, marking an 8% rise from the previous year's results. In recent news, the murder of Suhas Shetty in Bajpayee, Mangaluru, has left the community in shock. District in charge Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao has expressed deep concern over the incident, stating that the government will ensure that strict action is taken against the culprits. He also urged against politicizing the tragedy, emphasizing the need for maintaining peace and order in the region. Assembly Speaker U.T. Cotter has instructed the police to identify the perpetrators and maintain law and order. Discussions have been held with the Chief Minister and Home Department to prevent further unrest in the district. Meanwhile, RSS leader Kaladka Prabhakar Bhatt has called for vigilance within the Hindu society, emphasizing the importance of standing up for justice. Bhatt questioned the police's claims and urged the community to be prepared for any situation. As investigations continue, Our thoughts are with Suhas Shetty's family as they seek justice in this tragic time. Stay tuned for more updates on Mangalore today.
In a tragic development, activist Suhas Shetty was brutally murdered, sparking outrage among political leaders in Mangaluru. MP Captain Brijesh Chowta criticized the Congress government for failing to address the rising atrocities of fanatic forces, holding them responsible for the murder. MLA Vedavyasa Kamath accused the government of encouraging criminals by withdrawing cases against certain activists. MLA Bharath Shetty highlighted the lack of protection for Hindu activists and condemned the government's alleged support to antisocial elements. Former MP Nalin Kumar Katil expressed concern over the increasing attacks on Hindus and demanded strict action from the government, threatening to push for an NIA probe. MLA Harish Punja vowed to seek justice for the deceased and criticized the police for negligence, vowing that the Hindu society will not stay silent. The call for accountability and justice echoes throughout Mangaluru in the aftermath of this tragic incident.
Amidst the turmoil sparked by the murder of rowdy sheeter Suhas Shetty in Panjalakate, Bantwal Taluk, District Commissioner Mulai Muhilan MP has taken a stern step to preserve peace in Dakshina Kannada. As tension brews in the district, all liquor shops have been shuttered until 6 a.m. tomorrow, aiming to avert further lawlessness. This decision, following a police recommendation, targets to curb potential chaos fueled by alcohol consumption. With orders spanning Bantwal, Belthangadi, Puttur, Kadaba, and Sulia taluks, the sale of all intoxicants stands barred to maintain public order.
In a recent development, the murder of Suhas Shetty in Bajpayee has prompted the formation of 4 investigative teams in Mangaluru. The State Home Minister, Dr. G. Parameshwara, has assured that the culprits will be apprehended swiftly. He emphasized the government's commitment to restoring peace in the region, following concerning incidents in the Dakshina Kannada district. Additional police personnel have been deployed to maintain law and order, with the ADGP already in Mangaluru overseeing the investigation. Dr. Parameshwara received the initial investigation report and guaranteed that the perpetrators would face the full extent of the law. The minister urged the residents of Dakshina Kannada to uphold peace during these times. In a tragic incident, a young man named Naushad was brutally attacked in Adyar Kannur on the outskirts of Mangaluru. Naushad, who was waiting at the national highway for a ride to the Kalap market, was ambushed by 4 miscreants on 2 bikes who stabbed him in the back. Fortunately, he was able to escape and was promptly taken to the hospital by concerned locals. This disturbing incident underscores the need for increased vigilance and security measures in our community.
In Mangaluru, bus services have come to a standstill due to recent incidents of stone pelting. Private bus services were suspended after miscreants threw stones at a bus near University College. Similarly, 4 KSRTC buses from Bengaluru were attacked near Pumpwell, affecting both the buses and passengers. Following this, KSRTC has also halted its services. As a result, many shops and businesses in the city are closed. Residents are urged to stay cautious and avoid any unnecessary travel until the situation stabilizes.
In a shocking incident near Tokotu Olape in Mangaluru, a youth named Faisal from Alakal was stabbed by a group carrying machetes. Faisal was reportedly on his way to the Kalap market when the miscreants launched the attack. The motive behind the assault is still unknown, and further details on the unfortunate incident are awaited. Local authorities are investigating the matter thoroughly to bring the culprits to justice.
Mangaluru witnessed a citywide shutdown today following the tragic murder of rowdy sheeter Suhas Shetty in Bajpayee. Private buses ceased operations in response to a district ban called by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. Shops and businesses remained closed, with reports of some being forcefully shut down. To maintain peace, prohibitory orders under Section 144 have been implemented from May 2nd to 6. City Police Commissioner Anupam Agarwal has restricted group gatherings and protests. Despite the suspension of bus services, a few private vehicles were seen on the streets, causing massive disruption. Additional police personnel have been deployed across the city to ensure safety. Reports of violence, including stone pelting and assaults, have raised concerns. The community is in shock, and investigations are underway to trace the perpetrators. The city remains on high alert as authorities work to maintain law and order.
State BJP President B.Y. Vijayendra and Leader of Opposition in Assembly R. Ashoka visited the family of Suhas Shetty, who was brutally murdered by assailants in Mangaluru. Expressing their condolences, they announced a compensation of 25 lakh for the bereaved family. Both leaders urged the state government to take serious action and ensure a thorough NIA probe into the murder. They highlighted the recurring incidents of violence against Hindu workers, calling for strict measures to prevent such tragedies in the future. Accusing the ruling party of neglecting victims in the past, they demanded immediate compensation and justice for the family of the deceased. Leader of Opposition R. Ashoka criticized the government, claiming a pattern of violence against Hindu activists whenever certain political figures come to power, alleging a lack of genuine efforts in apprehending the culprits. The leaders vowed to stand by the family and called for accountability in ensuring justice for Suhas Shetty.
Mangaluru, 2 2025. Today in Kerala, during the inauguration of the Vizhinjam International Seaport, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a significant statement referencing Congress MP Shashi Tharoor. PM Modi's mention of Mr. Tharoor and his presence at the event, causing disturbance to some, has stirred up conversations. Mr. Tharoor, a long-standing Congress MP, has been in the spotlight recently for his individual stance within the party, notably in Kerala. His welcome of PM Modi at Thiruvananthapuram Airport amidst delays due to airport issues in Delhi garnered attention. Mr. Tharoor's collaboration with PM Modi has raised eyebrows as he has vocalized discontent with the state Congress leadership. Despite maintaining his allegiance to the party, Mr. Tharoor has hinted at exploring alternative paths. The Vizhinjam International Seaport, a colossal project developed by Adani Ports and SES Limited, saw PM Modi inspecting the site closely during the inauguration. This event not only highlighted significant infrastructure development, but also brought to the forefront the evolving dynamics within the political spectrum.
Mangalore, in an effort to assist stranded Pakistani nationals in India following the recent visa revocation by New Delhi, Pakistan has decided to keep the Wagah border crossing open for its citizens returning from India. Many Pakistani patients had to return without completing their treatment, causing families to be separated. Despite the April 30 deadline, the Wagah border in Lahore will remain open subject to Indian authorities allowing crossings. Pakistan's Foreign Office emphasized the humanitarian challenges resulting from the visa cancellations by India and expressed concerns for families impacted by the sudden changes. The cancellation of visas has left many Pakistani families in distress, with some unable to receive essential medical treatment for their children in India. The uncertain situation has forced families to hastily return to Pakistan, leaving behind their relatives in India. The Pakistan government has been urged to address the medical needs of its citizens affected by these developments and help families navigate the difficult circumstances.
In a significant development in the National Herald money laundering case, a Delhi court has issued notices to Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. The case, stemming from allegations of financial misconduct and criminal conspiracy, dates back over a decade. The Enforcement Directorate's probe alleges that the Gandhis, along with other Congress leaders, laundered around Rs 988 crore through a complex series of transactions involving the acquisition of the National Herald's parent company. The ED claims that this enabled the indirect control of prime real estate worth over Rs 2,000 crore, originally belonging to the parent company. The Congress has denounced the investigation as political vendetta, with Party President Mallikarjun Kharge stating that the party will not be intimidated. The court is set to reconvene on May 8th for further proceedings in the case. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Vizhinjam International Deepwater Transshipment Port in Thiruvananthapuram, calling it a symbol of new age development. The political tussle over credit for the project was evident at the ceremony, with Modi emphasizing its importance for India's global maritime trade. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan underscored the Left Front government's achievement. However, he remained silent on the contributions of the previous Congress government led by Oommen Chandy. The Rs 8,800 crore port is expected to boost India's maritime sector and reduce revenue loss from transshipment to other countries. Modi praised the Adani Group for their role in the project and playfully mentioned Gujarat's potential envy over the port in Kerala. The event saw opposition parties like Congress and BJP jostling for credit, with posters lining the roads leading to the port. The port's commissioning became a platform for political claims and counterclaims, reflecting the complex dynamics of governance and development in the region. In an ongoing political tussle between the opposition BJP and Legislative Assembly Speaker UT Khadr, the suspension of several MLAs is now affecting the functioning of key legislative committees in Bengaluru. The BJP has boycotted all committee meetings after their MLAs were suspended for 6 months due to protests in the assembly. With the main opposition absent, concerns are rising over the quality of scrutiny and nonpartisan recommendations in the committees. Officials acknowledge that opposition participation is crucial for balanced discussions and holding the government accountable. The boycott could deepen political divides and weaken consensus building, which may impact key policy decisions. The BJP has appealed to the Speaker to reconsider the suspension and allow the MLAs to attend committee meetings. MLAs stress the importance of public participation in committees for a healthy democracy, urging for a resolution to the impasse to maintain transparency and oversight. In a stern message to terrorists, Union Home Minister Amit Shah declared that India will not rest until every individual involved in the Pahalgam terror attack is held accountable. Speaking at an event in New Delhi, Shah emphasized the government's zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism, warning perpetrators that they will face consequences for their actions. He reassured the nation that the Modi government is committed to eradicating terrorism from every corner of the country and that no one will escape justice. Shah asserted that the government will continue its fight against terrorism until the menace is completely eliminated, rallying the support of the entire nation behind this cause. With a strong response to terrorists in various regions, including the Northeast and Kashmir, Shah made it clear that terrorism will not be tolerated under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India's battle against terrorism, he stated, has the backing of not just its vast population, but also the international community. A united front has been formed, Shah said, to root out terrorism and ensure peace and security for all.
Mangalore, May 2, 2025. The United States has reiterated its strong support for India in the fight against terrorism. The State Department has expressed solidarity with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and emphasized the need for a responsible resolution to the tensions between India and Pakistan for long-term peace in South Asia. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has urged both countries to work towards de-escalation and regional stability. The U.S. is closely monitoring the situation and has been in communication with officials from both nations. Rubio condemned the terrorist attack in Pahalgam and called for the perpetrators to be brought to justice. There have been discussions between U.S. and Indian officials on the need for cooperation against terrorism, while also urging Pakistan to assist in the investigation. The focus remains on de-escalating tensions and ensuring peace and security in the region.
In a tragic incident due to strong winds and heavy rains in Dwarka, a woman and her 3 children lost their lives after a tree fell on their room in Delhi. The adverse weather conditions also led to around 120 flight delays at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport. 3 flights were diverted to Ahmedabad and Jaipur to avoid the storms. The Delhi airport reported average delays of 21 minutes for arrivals and 61 minutes for departures. Train operations were also impacted, with 15 to 20 trains delayed due to fallen trees on wires. Waterlogging was reported in several areas, urging people to stay indoors. The India Meteorological Department has issued a yellow alert for heavy rainfall and gusty winds in Delhi until Saturday. The city recorded significant rainfall in the Safdarjung, Lodi Road, Palam, Najafgarh, and Pitampura areas. The Weather Department forecasts above normal rainfall and frequent thunderstorms across India to prevent soaring temperatures seen in May 2024.
In the latest update on the Pahalgam terror attack, the National Investigation Agency reveals that the 4 terrorists responsible for killing 26 innocent people are still believed to be hiding in the dense forests around South Kashmir. These terrorists, suspected to be self-reliant and carrying provisions, have managed to evade capture, possibly with advanced communication equipment. The NIA has taken over the investigation and is exploring leads indicating the terrorists' presence in various valleys near Pahalgam before they struck. The attack, which targeted tourists, resulted in a tragic loss of lives, including a Navy officer on his honeymoon and a Nepali citizen. Prime Minister Modi has vowed vengeance and declared that terrorism's evil agenda will not succeed. In response, diplomatic restrictions have been imposed on Pakistan, which has escalated tensions between the two nations. As India prepares for a possible military response, Pakistan continues to violate the ceasefire agreement, prompting a proportionate Indian response in the Kupwara, Uri, and Akhnor sectors.
Thank you for being with us for today's edition of the Daily News Podcast. To explore more about the stories we've discussed, MangaloreToday.com is the place to go. And for the latest news delivered directly to you, subscribing to our channel is the way. Take care.